1 2 1 2. Is this working? Can anyone see me or hear me? I don't know if it's working. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. That would be super helpful on Facebook and YouTube, whatever. Yes, okay, we're getting thumbs. That is my favorite thing to see in the world. Just them bubbling up the screen, thumbs cascading up to mean that the tech is working for the first time ever. We don't know. We'll find out. Welcome to Lopez Quiz Week 26, ladies and gentlemen. That is, wow, I cannot believe I've been, I can't believe I'm saying it's been 6 months I've been doing this for. I can, because I've been saying that for 3 weeks, because I counted as 24 being 6 months, but apparently it is 26 weeks. It is the amount it takes for it to be 6 months. If you have a year, if you put it in half. Anyway, welcome to Lopez Quiz. I hope you had a nice week with all kinds of crazy government announcements. I hope none of you are with more than 5 people right now. You're only allowed 6 of you. If you are Snow White, then you got to boot 2 people out, all right? That is the way it works. That is what we're doing at. Lopez Quiz, it is a kind of lock-in pub quiz. We mess around a little bit. We have some games. We play around a bit. I'm going to read out a bunch of questions. You are going to answer them in your teams or solo, however you want to play. You put your answers down on your pieces of paper, all right? Do not post them in the comments, because that ruins the fun for everyone, because we're all trying to know. Then at the end of each round, I will recap the questions, give you the answers. You are going to mark them yourselves as well, all right? So I trust you to do that. I feel we're on these kind of terms now. We're all friends. We've been doing this for long enough. We're all stuck in the same situation on a planet that's on fire, that there's viruses going around, but we don't know what they are. We don't know how to cure them. So in the meantime, let's just mess around and play around, have some fun with a quiz. There are some drinking games. If you want to join in the drinking games, they are very simple also. If I forget to unmute my microphone when I come back to a round, or I mentioned Michelle, that's a good time to drink. So if there's a technical hitch of some kind, drink. If I mention Michelle, my partner in crime, drink. If what's the other one? Oh, and every time I drink, you can drink as well. Today I'm drinking, I bought myself a citrus IPA, which sounded quite nice, by New Dawn. So I'm going to give this a try. I'm not sponsored in any way. I try a new one. Well, I used to try a new one every week, but then I ran out of ideas, and now I just thought I would go for a citrus one. So let's see who is playing before I take a sip. Oh, it's dripping out of the bottle straight away. Not good. All right, let's see who we've got going on. The teams are playing, so if you list your team names up, that makes it super helpful. Hot Tub Quarantine Machine are here and ready to go. Bugs Life ready for the 6-month party. Hooray. And your 7th day. Is this working? My video's gone down. It might just be... Yeah, it seems to be working okay for everyone else. It's just my stupid phone. Fair enough. I might restart it. It might be my phone being a pain in my side. Says it's live, but I'm not seeing any picture. Kumtawi Quizheads, welcome to the party. Beer Necessities, generic team name number 427, the Quarantinis. Trucker Tuckers, I've got to be careful how I say that. I try to keep it family friendly. Yeah, it's all working. I think it seems quite slick. I can turn the camera a bit so this is more in line. I think that works out a bit better. Yeah, I've got my my trusted SM58 microphone. If any of you have been to a live stand-up comedy gig ever before, you will see these mics everywhere. They've been using them in music and live events since the 50s. These are the tanks of the microphone world. It's got a bit of tape on it, but they're built to last, basically. So this seems to be doing a better job of whatever the heck the sound was doing on my computer last week. So get your pens and paper ready. We're going to start the first round, which I like to call useless information, because why the heck not? Let's take a look, make sure everything's going okay and smoothly. I don't trust everything. When things are working, that seems even more terrifying for me. Fortunately, we don't have that problem with the UK government. It never seems to be working, so I don't feel that level of anxiety. White dots of death. Please don't restart. I'm not going to restart. I think it's working for everyone else. I think it's just my phone being horrible. Great. Yes, an SM58 is the microphone of choice for most live events, and it does the trick. Oh, we got people over on YouTube as well. Sorry, I'm just checking this. I've got a slightly different setup to usual. Chris Holt giving me the thumbs up. That's working. It is working. Hi, Alex. Well, I say I'm working. This is working. But everything else, you know, I'm not working. I'm out of a job, seeing as we're in lockdown. Gigs should be resuming soon, hopefully. The amazing Zebra Brush are back. Ben Sleeps a Lot are here. Excellent. And Nana's fans. Wonderful. That's the other team name. All right, great. So we're going to kick off with the quiz now. If I can get this to work. Why is that disappeared? Oh, no, I'm panicking already. Okay. Let me just drag these quiz slides in. Not like that. Oh, no. I'm not used to using a PC. It's a terrible excuse, I know. I'm used to using a Mac. I'm not used to use... So stuff happens on here that I'm like, what? Where's the button for that gone? Oh, it's on the opposite side of the screen. That's useful. Is that how you do it? Yeah, I think so. Let's copy them all on top of one another. Okay, so I'm just getting rid of all of the answers on the screen before I put them up, so you can't know the answers before the quiz starts. If you can hear, can you hear the clicking of my mouse? All behind the scenes stuff. Super professional as usual. At least we started on time this time. Last week it was a disaster of epic proportions. All right, yes, that seems to be working. That seems to be doing the trick. Okay, so oh no, my phone is going to continue to play up. It says that the video is finished. Facebook, why are you doing this to me? All right, well, I'm going to start anyway. I don't know what my phone's doing. Hopefully I can keep track of everyone's comments. Seems to be doing okay. All right, question one, all right? Because this is a quiz, I thought I'd start off with a quiz question. Question one, in which years did the following quiz shows start? A, Jeopardy, B, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and C, The Weakest Link. So I'm looking for 3 years, okay? In which years did the following quiz shows start? A, Jeopardy, that's the big American show, it's the famous one. B, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, C, The Weakest Link. So 3 points up for grabs. Question one. Put them down on your paper. Do not comment with them. My phone is being super annoying. Okay. As long as I'm not getting sent naughty pictures. All right. Question two. What is the tallest mountain in Europe? I'll give you a bit more time to answer. Don't worry. We'll recap the questions as well. What is the tallest mountain in Europe? So I want the name of the mountain. Bonus. How many toilet rolls tall is it? How many toilet rolls tall is the tallest mountain in Europe? Just for, if you haven't played the quiz before, you don't know that a standard toilet roll is 10 centimeters. All right, so bear that in mind when you're calculating the height of the tallest mountain in Europe. Take a guess if you don't know. It's more than 8 toilet rolls. And it is less than 400 million toilet rolls. Okay, so I'm giving you quite a bit of scope there. I might give you a margin of error as well. We'll figure that out when I start giving, depending on what your answers are like. What is the tallest mountain in Europe? Bonus, how many toilet rolls tall is it? So 2 points up for grabs for that one. I am back in the blazer. Yeah, quiz blazer is back. The one with the elbow patches. So I feel like a substitute geography teacher. That was your geography question, by the way. What is the tallest mountain in Europe in toilet rolls? Question 3. This is a 3-part question as well. I'm chucking in loads of points in this first round. Question 3. What are the following phobias of? All right. What are the following phobias of? A. There's no way I'm going to pronounce all these correctly, but I'll give them a shot. A, APIPHOBIA. B, ALEKTOROPHOBIA. C, AILUROPHOBIA. Okay, what are the following phobias of? A, APIPHOBIA. B, ALEKTOROPHOBIA. And C, AILUROPHOBIA. So 3 points up for grabs there. If you don't know, take a guess. What are they? Obviously, arachnophobia is probably one of the biggest phobias. That is not the one I'm looking for. That is spiders. Arachnid, spider, that kind of makes sense. I looked these up. They do not look like what the words do not look like what they are describing in any way, I don't feel, unless you know ancient Greek. So that might help you out if you do. I've gotten plenty of beer of myself already. Nicola Sullivan says she won the weakest link. Really? That's amazing if you did. They didn't ask that question though, did they, when it started? But it should give you a good idea. Sub-geography teachers often smell of stale coffee, BO, and disappointment. Wow, maybe I am cut out to be a geography teacher. No, no way, no chance. I do not smell of body odor or stale coffee, only fresh coffee. I always smell like fresh coffee. When you say apiphobia, I sound like Nana. Do I? Apiphobia. When she's saying what though? That's the question. Question 4. Using your mouth, draw a house, a mouse, and David Prowse. So we're looking for 3 drawings now, but using your mouth, all right? So you put the pen in your mouth, you put it to paper, and I want you to draw 3 things, okay, for a point each. A house, a mouse, and David Prowse, okay? If you don't know who David Prowse is, then guess. What would David Prowse look like? If you post them up, hashtag Lopez quiz on Twitter or Instagram, then you get yourself a bonus 10 points, all right? So this is 3 points, 1 for each drawing, but also you get a bonus 10 points for posting them on Twitter or Instagram, hashtag Lopez quiz. So using your mouth, draw a house, a mouse, and David Prowse. Steph's guessing it's a fear of Luro questions. It's a hard start this week. It is. I think I've made it a bit easier later on in the quiz, so don't worry. But, you know, there's some multiple choice coming up as well. I'm sure you'll pick up some points somewhere. Oh, no. So Nicola was on the weakest link. Famously answered the question with W is an easily won race. She said a one-horse race. Did win it, but one of the lowest totals ever. Oh, well, in which case, that's great if you did win it then. Annette Smith's added, our geography teacher smelled, and he would stand in the doorway with his arm up, and we'd have to enter the class under his armpit. Oh, no. What geography, what does that teach children, all right? What world heritage site was he trying to recreate with his armpit, all right? That's not a good teacher mode, is it? That's a shame. Anyone else got any stories about their geography teachers? I think my geography teacher had an affair, ran off with another teacher from a different department. I know that always happens in schools, but why the geography teacher? Especially if he smelled. I thought he was drawing with your eyes closed. My teeth are still in the kitchen. It's always the same. Linda, you get it wrong every week. Keep your teeth by the side every week, just in case. So yeah, using your mouth, draw a house, a mouse, and David Prowse. You've had about 3 minutes there. I'll give you another 30 seconds to wrap up your drawings if you like. Annette has had an angry face reaction on her geography teacher smelling there as well. Is your geography teacher currently playing? Is that the reaction from them? How are we doing? Any comments on YouTube? Let's check it out. Phil just saying, evening all. How are you doing, man? Welcome to the party. Okay, so far so good. Question 5. What does PPE stand for? What does PPE stand for? Wrong answers only, all right? I don't want to know the actual answer. What does PPE stand for? Hit us up with Hashtag Lopez quiz on Twitter as well. I want to see your answers in that respect. What does PPE stand for? Wrong answers only. If any of the words in your definition of PPE are correct, you do not get a point. All right, this is an easy point. Just put 3 words starting with PPE. All right, and you get yourself a point. Let's give you a recap of all of the questions. So question 1 was, in which years did the following quiz shows start? A, Jeopardy. B, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? C, The Weakest Link, 3 points. Question 2, what is the tallest mountain in Europe? And for a bonus point, how many toilet rolls tall is it? I will give you a big margin of error on that one, but I'll wait to see when the answer comes up and how people did. Question 3, what are the following phobias of? APIPHOBIA, ALEKTOROPHOBIA, and AILUROPHOBIA. 3 points. Question 4, using your mouth, draw a house, a mouse, and David PROWSE. You should have some good drawings for me to see shortly. Question 5, what does PPE stand for? Wrong answers only. Nicola is asking, do all phobias start with the letter A? I'm not sure. Agoraphobia, that is the fear of wide open spaces. That's a famous one. It's possible. I should do more research on phobia. There is a phobia of long words, which that's not good news if you're trying to find out what it is. They should have made it nice and short. It should just be called like aphobia. Okay, let's hit you up with the answers. So get your pens ready to mark your own answers. I've turned into the lazy substitute teacher now. You're going to grade your own papers. Question 1. The answers are, so this is the year that Jeopardy, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and The Weakest Link started. 1964 is the longest running game show on television history. I should ask actually, when is 1964? That is how they answer questions, I think, on Jeopardy, if I've got the right one. We don't have it in the UK or Spain, so who knows. Question B, 1998. That is when Who Wants to Be a Millionaire started. 2 years later, The Weakest Link began. Anne Robinson hosted the entire thing, and the last episode was in 2017. I don't know if this is going to be going as long as that. All right, with 26 weeks in, how many is 17 years in weeks? That's not one of the questions. Do not answer that. I don't want to know. But that was worth 3 points, a point for each correct answer. Question 2. Mount Elbrus is the tallest mountain in Europe. Never heard of it. Don't know what it is. It's not in Spain. And it is 56,420 toilet rolls high. I'll tell you the margin of error I'm going to give you. If you get anywhere within 1,000, okay, anywhere from 55,420 to 57,420 toilet rolls. All right, so that's a pretty big margin of error. So you get 2 points there if you got the name of the mountain correct, and if you guessed how many toilet rolls high it is. How did people do? Mike's mentioned unmute your microphobia. That's not how you spell mic as in microphone. So do you mean muting you, Mike? That is what you've written there. Claustrophobia, of course. So they don't all start with A. 1 year out for 2. Unlucky. Sorry, Alison. Good guess, though. How did people do on the toilet rolls? How many toilet rolls did people guess? We said 100,000. Can we have a bigger mountain, please? That's probably closer to Mount Everest, but the tallest in Europe is 56,420 toilet rolls. Quizzy got 56,000. Well done, Alan. Spot on. Like, that's within the margin of error. Well done. Okay, so this is what the 3 phobias were. Bees, chickens, and cats. Bees, chickens, and cats. All right, that seems like a children's book waiting to happen, doesn't it? The bees, chickens, and cats. 3 points. Rosalind guessed 72,000, which is, yeah, that's quite high. 20,000, a bit of an underestimate there for sure. Well done. Una guessed 57K. Well done. Steve got the bog rolls right, but he got the wrong mountain. I mean, doesn't matter. You pick up a point in that case, don't you? But yeah, the phobias were bees, chickens, and cats. Question 4. This was the drawing. So, with your mouth, you had to draw a house, a mouse, and David Prowse. So I'm going to have a go also. So you can talk amongst yourselves, I guess, while I'm trying. Just going to get myself a marker. I've got all my previous drawings in the same clipboard as well. I'm going to open up an art gallery of all, of all of my mouth drawings. Okay, so a house, a mouse, and David Prowse. Here we go. So that's my house. It's a classic. It's even got the chimney there with the smokes. That's one drawing in. I want to see yours over on Twitter and Instagram as well. So post them up. Hashtag Lopez Quiz. Here's my mouse. There we go. I've opted for a computer mouse there. Thought I would play with the rules a little bit with the format. And finally, David Prowse. And what I've done, I've drawn Darth Vader because that is what David Prowse is most famous for doing. So house, mouse, David Prowse. You get a point each for one of them, for each one of them. How did you do? Post them up. Be honest with yourselves. If you were to show them to a stranger and say, hey, what are these three things? You get a point for Darth Vader, all right? I'm putting that out there. What are people responding with? I cannot do the mouth drawing. It really sets your teeth of edge. I'm sorry, Nicola. Next week, you're going to get the... next week, you get to draw with your eyes closed, all right? That's the way we play it. So week on, week off. Bring on the sports round. Linda's getting ready for that. Is she already? You want to skip the music round as well? Okay, so that was the drawing challenge this week. House, mouse, David Prowse. And question 5, PPE. So what were your answers for PPE? That's what I want to know. So there were, you've only got to come up with 3 words. PPE. It's really simple. Payment, public payment, escapology, anything. Just 3 letters, 3 words. Philly Tango, 2 points. Price per explosion. That's a good one. I like that. Price per explosion. That is so that is the price per explosion. That's how Michael Bay charges for his movies. That's the price per explosion. the PPE. I think you found David Prowse is most famous for being the Green Cross Code man. Yeah, I think I'm going to dispute that. A couple of people have said it. If you've drawn a Green Cross Code man and you think you deserve a point for that, fine. But he's Darth Vader, right? There's no conventions where he goes to, where he's signing pictures of the Green Cross Code man, is there? Like, be fair. Well, he's not doing any of that anymore. I don't think he's with us any longer. Your house looks yours, touch, Ruth, mouth, and you've done Darth Vader, so well done. Pyromaniac Puppy Eaters. That sounds like a band name. I'm loving that. I'm taking that. I'm going to call myself the Pyromaniac Puppy Eaters. There must be a name for that phobia. Paper ear trumpet. I've just seen. Oh, Rosalind said that I've just synced with your new TV and I'm enormous. Take a picture. I want to see what that looks like of me taking over your living room. Pints every day. That's good. That's a nice. It's got a ring to it. That's like a mantra. It's a good tune. PPE. People prefer eggs. I mean, to what? What are we? Are we talking about like breakfast here? Maybe. Bethan's mouse looks more like Arthur from the kids' TV program. He was meant to be an aardvark, but never looked like one. That's fair. That's a good point. Was Arthur supposed to be an aardvark? That changes everything. He definitely doesn't look like an aardvark, and I don't think I've ever seen him eating ants. So that's messed up. Ray has said politicians peeing everywhere. Purple prickly egg. E is a popular choice for egg. Is a popular choice for E. Borderline personality disorder and dyslexia. Good effort, Luke. Bex is saying that she met him dressed as the Green Cross Code man. That's probably because Disney, well, Lucasfilms at the time probably stamped down on on him wearing the costume. Yeah, we've got some excellent ones. Pretty pungent eggs. That's another good one. I think we've got a lot of eggs. I think the vote is cast, and E now in PPE has to stand for eggs. So even if you are getting it half right as personal protection, it's now personal protection eggs. Okay, that's what we're going with. So 1.45 as well. This is the roundup of all of the answers for you for round 1. 1964, 1998, 2000, 3 points. Mount Elbrus, 56,420 toilet rolls. You could get anywhere from 55,420 to 57,420. The phobias were bees, chickens, and cats. Bees, chickens, and cats. 4 was the drawing, so be honest with yourselves. Does it deserve points or not? Post them up on Twitter and Instagram for the bonus 10 points, and I will also take a look at them by the end of the quiz. And the final one was PPE. So as long as you said anything other than personal protection equipment, then you get yourself a point for that. So 12 points in total. Only 4 for Wayne. Don't worry about it. I'm sure you pick up points later. People are still going with the PPEs. I'm going to save these, and I'm going to make my own fake lineup for Reading and Leeds Festival that I don't know, well, if it's going to happen. It will happen next year, but you will see. I'll do a fake band lineup poster with all of these names. 15 for the Quarantinis. Well done. Picking up bonus points. 6 out of 12. Thank goodness for the art. Well done, Steph. 16 out of 12. Well done, Russell. 4 for Trucker Tuckers. 4 for Sneaky Blinders. I'm seeing an average here. I'm seeing a median across the scores. I'm sure people will pick up points later. Do not worry. Let's move on to the next round, which is the music round, ladies and gentlemen. Round 2. Question 1. Feel free to take a drink if you like at this point also. Question 1 for round 2. In which song is the word men sung the most times? Is it It's Raining Men by the Weather Girls, or is it the theme to 2.5 Men, the television show? Feel free to sing it to yourself very loud. Weird the neighbors out a little bit. That's a bonus. So in which song is the word men sung the most times? Is it Raining Men by the Weather Girls, or is it the theme to 2.5 Men? Sing them out loud. Post a video of yourself doing it on Twitter. You don't get bonus points, but it will make me laugh. So even if you don't know the lyrics to either song, just take a guess. It's a potluck on this one. It's pretty easy. Pick one or the other. Is it Raining Men by the Weather Girls or the theme to 2.5 Men? Question 2. Jimi Hendrix had 3 UK number ones within 1 year of moving to London. Name them. Name his 3 UK number ones in his first year of being in the UK. 3 points, 1 for each song. They are classic tunes as well. Can I sing a bit of the second song? When I give the answers, I'll sing the songs. I'll probably do the low part, not the soprano bit at the end. Question, I'll give you a little bit more time. Jimi Hendrix, 3 UK number ones within 1 year of moving to London. Name them. Question 3. What body part doesn't lie according to Shakira? What body part doesn't lie according to Shakira for 1 point? I think I was expecting more from this. This doesn't get my vote. I don't think I'm gonna buy this again. I was expecting a sharper taste. I feel like it tastes almost rhubarby. That's not a word? Rhubarb-ish? People are going to guess song titles. I mean, go for it. That's what this quiz is for. And look, if you don't get things right, it doesn't matter. We're all just having a laugh and having a drink anyway. I've got a backup Peroni for if I finish this other beer, which is likely. I'm going to need something to wash out the taste. Rhubarbesque. Apparently that is the correct one. Russell is saying rhubarbesque. Question 4. Name the artists that make up the list of top 5 highest grossing tours of all time. Name the artists that make up the list of top 5 highest grossing tours of all time. You get, so there's 1 point for each correct band. You get 6 points, artists, they're not all bands. Name the artists that make up the list of top 5 highest grossing tours of all time. That's worldwide. So you get a point for each act, so 5 points, and you get a bonus point if you get them all, which is super unlikely because I looked it up and I was surprised by some of the answers. So, I mean, if you do get them all, well done. Your knowledge on the profit on certain tours. Yeah, highest grossing tours of all time. Name the artist. There's 5 of them. Wayne saying best guitarist that ever lived, Hendrix. It was mind-blowing. John is asking me, what am I drinking? I'm drinking New Dawn Citrus IPA, apparently by Britain's oldest brewer, Shepherd's Name. I saw the bottle and I quite fancy the Citrus IPA. Thought it sounded good, but it's not really doing it for me. I think I was expecting a different taste. It doesn't taste bad, but I was expecting more of a sharper taste. It's a bit thick with round taste. Name the artists that make up the top 5 grossing, highest grossing tours of all time. This is the music round. If it was the comedy round, I'd probably have a better shot at naming the 5. Russell saying, why? Is it because he played the guitar upside down? No, I think so. He pioneered using the electric guitar in that way and bringing a lot of different techniques together in terms of distortion and feedback and different effects. I mean, he just pioneered them whilst playing it incredibly well off the offset. I mean, he was a great session guitarist and touring guitarist for people before he went solo with the Jimi Hendrix Experience, and then he created the sound. So yeah, he's definitely up there, and he played them every song emotively. Jimi Hendrix, I'm guessing that's who we're talking about. We're not talking about the top 5 highest grossing tours of all time. He wasn't in there. his career only lasted, really, his solo career only lasted, the Jimi Hendrix experience, for 4 years, because he passed away. I've named a few people that have passed away now. This is getting depressing. Lopez quiz, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag 2020 strikes again. Jimi Hendrix 2020, you son of a... Phil saying the reason that Jimi is the greatest guitarist ever lived is the drugs. I think he disagree. I think that's the reason. I think drugs are the reason he stopped being the greatest guitarist of all time, or living. Frank Zappa is better, Russell said. I mean, it depends what you're into. I think Adrian Bellu is a better guitarist than both. And I think, you know, Frank Zappa is more innovative and experimental, but, you know, it does what it does for you. I prefer Dave Navarro's guitar playing, but that doesn't make him a better guitarist. Who knows? It's personal, isn't it? I like Frank Zappa's mustache, as you can see from my face. It's not quite, you know, I don't have as long as one as Frank Zappa. Matter of personal opinion, each to his own, you see. And that's correct. That's the very diplomatic answer. But let's all face it, Aaron North, who no longer plays the guitar, but was on tour with Nine Inch Nails in 2005, he is the greatest guitarist that ever lived. I think we can all agree on that. All right, and this, speaking of greatest guitarists, this is the music intro round, and I do not have a submission from another musician, so once again, I'm going to have to play something on the guitar and prove that I am not one of the greatest guitarists that ever did. No chance. But I thought I might do something a little bit different. So this is the song intro. Best mustache-wearing guitarist. Oof. I mean, that's also a good question, isn't it? You can't see the guitar currently, so it looks like I'm strumming my leg, but there is an instrument there. Oh, is that even coming through? It's plugged in. Can you hear the guitar? Is that coming through? Cool. So I haven't practiced or learned a song. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to play you. I thought I'd mix it up. All right. So this is still worth 2 points. But forget what's written down there saying music intro. I'm going to play you 3 songs. You need to tell me which one isn't Nine Inch Nails. Okay. So you tell me which song isn't Nine Inch Nails. I'm going to play you 3 riffs, and you need to identify the one that isn't Nine Inch Nails, all right? We're going to try that because I haven't practiced any songs, so I did. Look, I'm not the most organized of people, okay? Nor am I a great guitarist, so I can't just whip one out. I can't just look at the tab real quick and learn it, okay? That's not how I work. So 3 songs, you tell me which one isn't by Nine Inch Nails. I have to remember them. There we go. Okay, this is a bass riff anyway, but it can't be played on the guitar. That's one of them. All right, that's one riff. Here's another one. Can you hear that? Okay. Russell literally said yes out loud when I asked if he could play the guitar. Yeah! So that was riff number 1. Here is the second riff. We can... That's it, okay. that's riff number 2, all right? And riff number 3 is... okay. So that is riff number 3. I'm going to play them all quite quickly in succession now that I figured out what they are. This is the first one. Is it? That's not the first one. First one is... the second one is... and the third one is... So there are 3 riffs there. All you need to do for 2 points is tell me which one isn't a Nine Inch Nails song, okay? There's 3 songs. Which one is not a Nine Inch Nails song? 1, 2, or 3. Oh, somebody said it's learning guitar with Ignacio Lopez. It's just watching Ignacio learn guitar. That's what we're doing right now. Here is a roundup of all of the questions for you. Question 1, in which song is the word men sung the most times? Is it It's Raining Men by the Weather Girls? Or is it the theme to 2.5 Men for 1 point? Question 2, Jimi Hendrix had 3 UK #1s within 1 year of moving to London. Name them. So I want 3 songs. If you don't know the answer, make up 3 songs that you think sound like a Jimi Hendrix track. Question 3, what body part doesn't lie according to Shakira? What body part doesn't lie according to Shakira? Question 4, name the artists that make up the list of the top 5 highest grossing tours of all time. So which artists have made the most money on tour? For 6 points, because you get 1 extra bonus point if you name all 5. Question 5 it says music intro, but all you need to do is put down 1, 2, or 3. Which one is not a Nine Inch Nails song? I am going to give you 100 bonus points if you can name all 3 songs. If you can name all 3 songs I played, then I will give you 100 bonus points. All right, in which song is the word men sung the most times? It's Raining Men or the 2.5 Men theme. Jimi Hendrix, name his 3 UK #1s within 1 year of moving to London. And what body part doesn't lie according to Shakira? Name the artists that make up the list of the top 5 highest grossing tours of all time. And for the music intro, I played you 3 songs. Tell me which one is not oh, that's interesting. So Phil said second riff could be 2 songs, and that is very true, and that is how I was going to try and blindside some of you. So I'm going for the earlier of the 2 songs, okay? So I'm going for the earlier of the 2 songs. So if you know it, Phil, but to be honest with you, I'll give you the answer for both if you guess both. But yes, very well done. That's a good bit of trivia there. Trish is going to have to look up Nine Inch Nails. It's week 26, Trish. Week 26. I would have expected me to have definitely boosted Nine Inch Nails listens on Spotify by now. Russell said 100 extra points. That's nice. To be honest with you, I don't think anyone's going to guess them all. That's why I'd be super surprised if that happens. All right, let's give you the answers, folks. Let's do this. Let's put everyone out of their misery. Question 1 was 2.5 Men, the theme tune for 2.5 Men. So it goes, men, 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 manly men, 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 manly men, men, men. That is so It's Raining Men contains the word men, 14 times, which is way fewer than I was expecting. So when I started counting for 2.5 Men, I put it on. I lost count at the 20. All right, so it's the word men is used a lot more in the 2.5 Men theme. I just stopped listening to the medley because I just had flashbacks of the actual show itself. Question 2. These are the 3 songs that Jimi Hendrix released in the UK that hit #1s in his first year of living in the UK. Hey Joe, Purple Haze, and The Wind Cries Mary. All right, The Wind Cries Mary. Let's take a look. People are saying, we know 2, Martin saying, can I have 75 points? No, you only get 100 points. If I shouldn't have said 100, that's ridiculous. But you only get, so you get 100 points if you get all 3 songs. You got it, you love that show. It's good. Now sing It's Raining Men. I don't know the words. I know the chorus, bits of it, obviously. What I like about that song, it's a good song anyway. It's Raining Men. It's a great song. And what I like about it is when they come in with the kind of, they almost like hype backers, like coming up with stuff. So it's like, what are the words? Like, streets the place to go. And then they're like, place to go. They, they come in with a thing. I just like the song. It's a good track. Question 3, what does not lie according to Shakira? Hips. Hips don't lie. Michelle's laughing at that one. She's walking going, what are you talking about? Oh, she's also saying she can hear me outside because I've realized I've left the window open. The neighborhood kids are playing as well. They're just outside with their pens and paper. They're not. Oh, and this is the top 5 highest grossing tours of all time in order of artists. All right, so this, I don't know if there's any surprises in here for people. I didn't name all 5. I could come up with 3 of these. I think the first one, the top one, really surprised me. Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran is the highest grossing touring artist. The highest grossing tour of all time is Ed Sheeran, #1. Second is U2. Now, technically adjusted for inflation, U2 are #1, but I'm going by the actual figure. Number 3, Guns N' Roses. Number 4, The Rolling Stones. Number 5, Coldplay. All right, that is it. So you get 1 point for each correct artist. If you got all 5 of those, you get 6 points. All right, you get a bonus point. Linda's saying she's too old for this music round. Come on, U2 and Rolling Stones. That's got to be an easy one to jump in on, right? But the Ed Sheeran one surprised me. I would not have put him up there with highest grossing tour of, ever, of all time. Ed Sheeran's #1 worldwide. That just goes to show that, and he doesn't even have to split that with anyone. It's just him. U2 is split between all of the members. Guns N' Roses is between Slash and whoever Slash has roped in to play with him that week. The Rolling Stones, they all have to split it out like, 4 ways. Coldplay, like all of these groups. But Ed Sheeran, solo. Wow. 6 points if you got them. Did anyone get all 5? That's outstanding. No Beyonce. No, not top 5. I think the top, she's on the list of the top 25, which I saw. But there's no, not in the top 10. I was very surprised. Anyway, AC/DC are further down the list as well. I think they're like number 9 maybe. Metallica are in the top 10, but they're not in the top 5. Yeah, I was surprised. I can't believe it. I think as well, some bands charge less for their tickets. So it's not by attendance. This is by how much they actually made on tour. So like Rolling Stones tickets, they're not cheap, are they? Which is understandable. They're legends, but still. Ed Sheeran. Rip-off. Okay, and round 5. So the riffs were... That is The Hand That Feeds by 9 Inch Nails. So the answer is not the first one. The second one was... That is, of course, The 80s by Killing Joke. Yeah, it's also Come As You Are by Nirvana. I will accept both, but it is a Killing Joke riff. It's a great song. So the answer, so if you guessed that this number 2 is not the Nine Inch Nails song, then you get yourself 2 points. But for the bonus 100, did you get the final one as well? Nothing can stop me now, I don't care anymore. Nothing can stop me now, I just don't care. Nothing can stop me now, I just don't care. That is Nothing Can Stop Me Now by Nine Inch Nails. Interestingly, had Dave Navarro playing on the remix track. So yeah, the 3 songs were The 100 Feeds by Nine Inch Nails, 80s by Killing Joke, or Come As You Are by Nirvana, and Nothing Can Stop Me Now, or Hey Piggy. It's called Piggy. The song is called Piggy by Nine Inch Nails. So I will accept any of those. Let's see some of the comments here. But Mike's asking, what about Bay City Rollers? I don't think they cracked the top 25. Kim was also surprised by Ed Sheeran. I know, I think he's one of these people. He's hugely popular, and obviously he churns out a lot of songs. You know, and he's just done his his loop pedal takes 60% of his earnings. I don't know if Russell Clark is talking about Ed Sheeran or The Edge from U2. 7 for the quantities, yes. How did people do? Let's get these scores up. Did anyone score the 100 bonus points? I am doubtful, but I would be very impressed if that is the case. Coldplay split everything. Equally, the drummer must be the greatest net worth to talent ratio. Millions for a 4-4 rock beat. Go close to that 100 for a grand total of 5. 6 for Bugs Life. We got some great scores, so 13 in total, unless you grab those 100 bonus points. 2.5 Men, Hey Joe, Purple Haze, and The Wind Cries Mary. Hips, Ed Sheeran, U2, Guns N' Roses, The Rolling Stones, Coldplay. And finally, it was The 100 Feeds, Come As You Are, or 80s by Killing Joke, and Piggy. Nothing Can Stop Me Now. So I don't think anyone got the 100 points. Racing. Have I ever heard any music ever? I promise everyone I will learn a song for next week. I will learn something that is not on my usual radar of music. I should have learned how to play It's Raining Men for this week, but I did not. 6-6. We got some good scores here. Omskirk ladies, well done. Even with your 5, that's a good score, all right? These questions are tough. Linda's got 0. That's the surprise. I'm sorry, Linda, all right? Tell you what, you tell me who your favorite artists are, and I will try and learn a song by next week for you, Linda. All right, we're moving on to the sports round, okay? It's many people's favorite. We're moving on to the sports round now. Question 1, all right, of the sports round. Patrick Vieira is a French legend, but in which country was he born, all right? Patrick Vieira is a French legend, but in which country was he born? All right, the bonus, what team does he currently manage? All right, he's now a coach. He's a retired football player. He now coaches a team. I'll give you a clue. It is a French team. So for 2 points, Patrick Vieira, which country was he originally born? And what team does he currently manage? Martin's already jumped in there with, is it Ryan Giggs? No. Ryan Giggs is like the anti-Nine Inch Nails of this quiz. There's no Ryan Giggs in this quiz. Question 2 is a long one. The Six Nations Trophy was designed with a lip on the rim to allow the winning team to fill the cup with a beverage and drink from it to celebrate their victory. How many bottles of which drink? I don't think it's this one, all right? I don't think it's Citrus IPA. The Six Nations Trophy was designed with a lip on the rim to allow the winning team to fill the cup with a beverage and drink from it to celebrate their victory. How many bottles of which drink? So I want to know how many bottles and which beverage is it? But you only get 1 point. Question 3. In 1952, which hockey dominant nation, ice hockey, would win their final hockey gold until the 2002 Olympic Games in Salt Lake City, USA? That is a long time for such a hockey dominant nation to go without winning an Olympic medal. 50 years. Louise is saying, proud, I'm still going with the IPA. To be, if it was anything else, if I liked it more, it would have gone by now. I'm trying. I think I got it because it goes with the pink on the text I've been using. Kind of fits with the the branding of Lopez quiz. Question 4. How many Olympic medals did Jesse Owens win at the 1936 Olympic Games in Berlin? How many Olympic medals did Jesse Owens win at the 1936 Olympic Games in Berlin? For 1 point. I'll tell you what, I will make this multiple choice. I will give you 3 options, all right? Is it 2? Is it 4? Is it 6? How many Olympic medals did Jesse Owens win at the 1936 Olympic Games in Berlin? For 1 point. Linda's saying, not that old, I do like Vera Lynn. George Formby. I have been cleaning windows, but I'm not singing a George Formby song. Question 5. Which skater's name precedes Pro Skater in the popular skateboard game series? Which skater's name precedes Pro Skater in the popular skateboard game series? Has been in the news because they have re-released it. I've just noticed the comments on YouTube. They are not time-stamped, unfortunately, so I don't know why it's Chris purchasing. I knew it. This is my moment, but I don't know what that was in regards to. Is it the 100 points? Did you bag the 100 points? Which skater's name precedes Pro Skater in the popular skateboard game series? That is question 5. This is a roundup of the sports questions. Question 1. Patrick Vieira is a French legend, but in which country was he born? Bonus. What team does he currently manage? 2 points. Question 2. The Six Nations Trophy was designed with a lip on the rim to allow the winning team to fill the cup with a beverage and drink from it to celebrate their victory. How many bottles of which drink? Question 3. In 1952, which hockey dominant nation would win their final hockey gold until the 2002 Olympic Games in Salt Lake City, USA? For 1 point. Question 4. How many Olympic medals did Jesse Owens win at the 1936 Olympic Games in Berlin? Question 5. Which skater's name precedes Pro Skater in the popular skateboard game series? For 1 point. So there's 6 points in total on this. Kim has guessed Ryan Giggs Pro Skater. I would buy that game. And I'm told that the re-release of the Pro Skater game is excellent. I would imagine so. I did love it playing it first time round. I'm not going to leap out and buy a games console to do it this time though. If it's not available on the Mega Drive, I won't be buying it. It never was, all right? It came out, I think, originally on the PlayStation. Question 1. The answer is Senegal, all right? That is where Patrick Vieira was born, Senegal. And which club does he currently manage? Nice. Okay, Nice in Ligue 1, France. So Senegal and Nice, 2 points. Question 2. How many bottles and of which drink go into the Six Nations Trophy in rugby? It is 5 bottles of champagne. 5 bottles of champagne. Could they have picked a cheaper drink? You know, White Lightning or something? Who is that for? I thought it was supposed to be a working man's game. I mean, it is in Wales, not in England. I get that, and elsewhere. Russell saying, you don't own a games console? Yes, I've got a Mega Drive. Obviously. Greatest games console of all time. David Beckham Pro Skater. I mean, he does get a lot of merchandise out there, but I don't think he's released a video game skating one yet. Question 3, which hockey dominant nation didn't win a gold medal at the Olympics for 50 years? It's Canada. Canada did not win an Olympic medal, and it wasn't until it was in Salt Lake City in the US, which is like close, relatively close to Canada. So it's kind of like home field advantage as well, or home rink advantage. And you call yourselves good at hockey. Question 3, how many medals? So I said 2, 4, or 6 for Jesse Owens. It was 4. He won 4 medals at the Berlin Olympics in 1939. Wiped the floor with the Hitler's Aryan, supremacy plan to show the world. So that was incredible. Jesse Owens stood up, one man, took away 4 gold medals. Question 5, the name of the pro skater, it is, of course, Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk. Jamie saying that, about the hockey question, that means they lost at the Canada Winter Olympics in Calgary. That's nuts, isn't it? They actually lost on home turf. There was a David Beckham game. The adverts had him with a controller and memory card port in the back of his head. Did it? I don't know if you're joking or not. That sounds terrible. Was it called Bend It Like Beckham? Was it just a free kick game? Ray guessed Canada because your brain froze and you could not think of any other nation. Well, you lucked out. Running down the alphabet just stopped at Canada. I'm like, yep, that's the right answer. That's what I'm going with, Canada. It's called there, right? Makes sense. Brain freeze, Canada. Turf seems like a bad idea for ice hockey. I have definitely thrown in way too many playing platforms when I'm talking about ice hockey. Home turf, home ground, but I should have said home. Should have just stuck with home rink. Storm guessed Canada also. So the roundup of questions, the answers are Senegal and Nice. 5 bottles of champagne, Canada, 4, and Tony Hawk. How many points did people get? 6 in total were available for the sports round. Wayne makes a good point. Owens proved color is no bar to success if you're talented. That's how it must also be. It also, you need a level playing field, all right? You need to have those opportunities. If he was not allowed to compete, well, then he would not have been able to succeed. That is why it is important that he showed the world what people can accomplish if they are given the opportunity. 4 out of 6 for sport for Steph. Well done. 3 for Trucker Tuckers. 3 for Aiden. 4 out of 6 Russell. 9 in total for Lonely You Nicola. 5 out of 6 for Comtawi Quizheads. And 1 for Jamie McCallion. Man, don't worry about it. It's okay. 5 for Helen, 4 for Trish, 2 for Linda. People are doing well. 1 for Allison. More facts about Jesse Owens here. Jesse Owens was interviewed and he said he was treated better by the Hitler government than he was by the US government. So, I mean, we're not making that conclusion, Ray. All right? We're not making the conclusion you've come to at the end there. I think definitely... I don't think that segregation and genocide even compare. Wayne only got 2 on sports. Time to give up now. No, don't worry, mate. We got the film and television round coming up, and there's loads of bonus questions and questions for you. I'm sure you're going to do better. How's my face feeling this week? Martin's asking. Well, I still haven't had any work done on my tooth because dentists are still not having stuff done. It is no longer swollen, which is good. I'm not hopped up on painkillers, so, and I'm alive, which is, you know, little blessings, right? We just gotta make the most of everything. I'm drinking beer, isn't it? Yeah, well, I'm just happy to be able to be drinking alcohol again, even if it is an alcohol I'm not particularly fond of, to be honest. I regret buying it. I was just saying earlier, this is not great. Just letting Michelle know. And for those of you at home drinking the drink when I say Michelle game, drink up.
I think that sometimes just any drink, isn't it? Like, especially last few months.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, film and TV. My favorite round. Not your favorite round. We'll see. Question 1. All right, it says round 3, but it's round 4. Question 1. Which actors have played Professor Clump in the original and remake of The Nutty Professor? I've got to quickly check something because I think I've messed up with this question. Yes, I have. He was not called Clump in the original. In the original, he was called Professor Kelp. All right, so what I'm looking for is who played the professors in the original and the remake of The Nutty Professor. All right, ignore the name Clump. Who played the professor? Kim saying better rhubarb-esque IPA than nothing. Absolutely. Totally. Question. So there's, I don't know why that says 2 points either. That question just oh, there is 2 points because you get one for each actor. Okay, right. That makes sense all of a sudden. Name me the 2 actors to have played the professors in The Nutty Professor and the remake. Question 2. The characters Denise, Jim, Barbara, and Anthony are better known by what collective title on UK television? So it's a UK television show. The characters are Denise, Jim, Barbara, and Anthony. And what are they known as collectively? It's the title of the show, which kind of gives it away. 1 point. Stick it on your piece of paper. Question 3. I don't know why it still says round 3. Flipping. When Chicago won the 2003 Best Picture Oscar, it was the first musical to do so since which film more than 30 years earlier? All right. So what was the last musical before Chicago to win Best Picture Oscar more than 30 years previously? For 1 point. If you don't know the answer here, take a guess. I'll give you a real clear clue. It's not Cats. And not just because of the time disparity, all right, in that question. When Chicago won the 2003 Best Picture Oscar, it was the first musical to do so since which film more than 30 years earlier? Question 4. Put the following US TV shows in order of viewing figures for their final episodes, all right? Put the following US TV shows in order of viewing figures for their final episodes. So there's 5 TV shows in this list. I want you to put them in order from highest viewed to lowest viewed for their final episode, all right? I put them in alphabetical order here. You put them in order of the most viewed to least viewed final episodes. ER, Cheers, Friends, MASH, and Seinfeld. ER, Cheers, Friends, MASH, and Seinfeld. All right, 5 points. Okay, you get 1 for each correct place in the list of 5. So make your list. Even if you don't get the top one right, for instance, or whatever, you get a point for each one in the correct place. So just put them in order. ER, Cheers, Friends, MASH, and Seinfeld. Russell said, always drink the best drink first. Then whatever drink you have left becomes the best by default. Smart. I wish I'd gone for it, to be honest with you. I wish I'd gone for, but to be honest, I thought it was going to be nice. I thought, you know, citrus IPAs sounded really refreshing and sharp, and it's just, not great. Oh, that's cool. Beth and her parents lived near Jesse Owens' alley in Berlin near the Olympic Stadium. And question 5 is, of course, this is Nana's chance. Is Nana awake? Nana is awake. Okay, great. We're going to get Nana. She's been having a nap. Nana's films, all right? So we're going to be looking at this. If you haven't played before, which I think most people have, you know the score by now. My Nana is going to come up here. She's looking for films in the library on Monday. She's going to go rent some on Blu-ray. So we need to help her out. She's looking for films. She doesn't know what the titles are. So she's going to describe anything she knows about the film. You need to tell Nana the 5 films, all right? So write them down on your piece of paper. We're going to get those film titles for her so she can pop to the library on Monday, return the DVDs, the Blu-ray she rented last week, and she can pick up some new ones for her and and her neighbor Elsie to go watch together. So Nana's film. So is Nana ready? Yes. So Nana's going to come up now. All you need to, I'll come get you. It's okay. I'm going to give her a hand. She's going to come over. I'm going to take a break, go to the loo. You, not to throw up this beer. You tell Nana, listen to her, listen to the film she's talking about. She's going to tell you about 5 movies. Okay. I'm just going to get you, Nana. Yeah, be back. I'll be back later, but I'm going to get Nana now. Yeah, come on, Nana. Come on over. Oh, is it over here? Oh. Hiya, loves. You alright? Oh, yeah. So I'm looking for some films, I am. All right. Have you had a good week? Oh, I've had terrible back pain, I have. Terrible back pain. It's because I've been staying awake so I can get up, and late at night I've been watching my films and going on the internet. So I've been going on the internet and I've been trying to find these films, but I can't find them. And I got a bad back because I'm not sleeping, because I've taken up yoga. I've been doing my stretches, and I mean, it hasn't got rid of any of my stretch marks. I've still got lots of stretch marks. Yoga's not helping, so I don't know what the key is there. I don't know what I got to do. So the films I'm looking for, I mean, you must have heard of them. The first one is Tarantula Lad. I'm telling you, that's the name of the film. Tarantula Lad. Is it's got that boy in it, Toby Carvery. Toby Carvery's in it. Came out ages ago, love. It's almost as old as you, right? Tarantula Lad. It's brilliant, it is. It's got the director of Naughty Dead. He directed it. So that's the first one, Tarantula Lad. I've looked it up. It's not coming up on Google when I'm looking for it, right? The second one I'm looking for, okay, it's got that man in it from that film, Large. And he's stuck on an island, he is, and he makes friends with a ball. I can't quite remember what it's called. I think it's called Lost Island Man. That's the one. And it's got that man in it from the film Large. You know, where he's a boy and he turns large. And then we've got the other one I'm looking for. It's about pasta. I thought it was a good topic because of, you know, Corona and pasta. It's a film about pasta. What's it called? I think it's called Nice Boys. Nice Boys it is. It's called Nice Boys, and it's about pasta. And I think it's about pasta. It might be about the mafia. I'm not 100%. Nice Boys. And that's the third one. The fourth one, okay, the fourth film I'm looking for, it's got Brad Pitt. All right. I remember. Of course I remember his name. He's Fit. Brad Pitt rhymes with fit. Brad Pitt with his top off. Okay. I've been trying to get abs like that. Brad Pitt with his top off. He's in it.
That doesn't narrow it down.
Michelle's saying that doesn't narrow it down. You watch your lip, love, right? It does narrow it down. He hasn't got his top off and everything. I've been very disappointed sometimes when I've been to the cinema to see Brad Pitt in a film. He's got his top off, and it's also got the Incredible Hulk's in it. But he doesn't look... the Incredible Hulk and Brad Pitt are in a film together. Oh, I'm not actually allowed to talk about it. And the fifth film is Breaking Up with Matthew McConaughey. So he's also, I don't know if he's got his top off in it. I'll have to find out. That's why I want to find it on Blu-ray. Matthew McConaughey. And it's got Trying to Break Up with Matthew McConaughey. I'm sure that's the name of the film, love. I'm sure the name of the film is Trying to Break Up with Matthew McConaughey in under 2 weeks. Okay? Breaking Up with Matthew McConaughey in under 2 weeks. That's the name of the film. So we've got Tarantula Lad is the first one. Lost Island Man is the second one. Nice Boys is the third one. I don't know the name. I'm not allowed to talk about the fourth one. And the last one is Breaking Up with Matthew McConaughey in under 2 weeks. There's 5 films I'm looking for. I rent 5 films. I watch them all about 3 times through the week, and then I return them the next week at the library. So I hope you've been having fun. I hope he hasn't been trying to flog this rhubarb beer to you he was telling me about earlier. He said it tasted like lemons, but I had a bottle and it was rubbish. So have fun with your little quiz, friends. Okay, I'm going to go now. I'm going to go. Yep, he's back from the loo. You enjoy your quiz and stay safe, and see you next week, all right? See you next week. You tell me those films, though. You find those films out for me and we're going to watch them, okay? Ta-da! All right, so that was Nana and her 5 films. That was yeah, she's been doing some yoga. She's been doing some interesting shapes. She's not good with actors' names either. Toby Carvery. All right, so these are the questions. Then we'll give you a roundup of the questions, and then we'll go into the answers. How does that sound? Question 1. Which actors have played Professor Klump? It's not Professor Klump. Which actors have played the Professor in the original and the remake of The Nutty Professor? For 2 points. Question 2. The characters Denise, Jim, Barbara, and Anthony are better known by what collective title on UK TV? For 1 point. Question 3. When Chicago won the 2003 Best Picture Oscar, it was the first musical to do so since which film more than 30 years earlier? For 1 point. Question 4. Put the following US TV shows in order of viewing figures for their final episodes. So I just want a list of these in an order. ER, Cheers, Friends, MASH, and Seinfeld. All right, so you get a point for each one in the correct order. Question 5 was Nana's film. So she talked about 5 movies. I want you to tell me what they are. Point for each correct one. So 5 points in total. Let's give you some answers. Question 1, it was Eddie Murphy and Jerry Lewis. Obviously, okay? Eddie Murphy and Jerry Lewis. 2 incredible comedy actors, and we got a moth or something in here. Question 2, the royal family. The royal family, all right? It's a staple of British television, the royal family. Question 3, what is the musical that last won a Best Picture Oscar before Chicago in 2002? The answer is more than 30 years previously. Oliver! Exclamation mark. Oliver for 1 point. And question 4. So this is the correct order, okay? This is the TV shows in order of highest viewed final episode to least, okay? Here we go. MASH, Cheers, Seinfeld, Friends, and ER. MASH, Cheers, Seinfeld, Friends, and ER. Okay, MASH actually hit 100 million viewers for the last episode on television. Now, there is a slight bit of correlation here in that these are also I believe, in the order that they stopped on television, except for Friends and ER. So as they went along, more channels were available and there were less viewers for each. But this is the answer: MASH, Cheers, Seinfeld, Friends, and ER. So if you had MASH in first place, you get a point. If you had Cheers in second place, you get a point. Seinfeld in third, point. Friends and ER, point for each. So 5 points in total for that part. Nana's Films. Here we go. She said Tarantula Lad. It is Spider-Man. She said Lost Island Man. Castaway with Tom Hanks. Nice Boys is Goodfellas. Fight Club was the one she wasn't supposed to be talking about. I told you, Nana. Fight Club. And the final one, breaking up with Matthew McConaughey in under 2 weeks, is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. So 5 points, one for each correct film title on those. Yeah, the original Nutty Professor is a classic. I really like Jerry Lewis's film career. I think he was an incredibly talented individual. I really liked his stuff with Dean Martin as well. They were a heck of a double act. I think one of my favorite double acts for sure. So here's a recap of the answers. Question 1, Eddie Murphy and Jerry Lewis, 2 points. Question 2, The Royal Family. Question 3, Oliver. Question 4, MASH, Cheers, Seinfeld, Friends, and ER. Question 5, Spider-Man, Castaway, Goodfellas, Fight Club, and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. 14 points. In total, how did people do? So we had 9 for Wayne. Well done, Wayne. 6 points for Trish. 4 for Linda. Well done, Linda. 9 this time for Kumtawi Quiz Heads. Well done. 8 points for Aidan. 5 out of 14. Worst film on ever. I'm sorry to hear that, Russell. 7 points for Craig Adams. Only 6 out of 14 for Steph. It's still a good score, definitely judging by the median. 8 for Sneaky Blinders. Wayne has just upgraded his to 10. Good to hear. Best double act, Ignacio and Nana. We don't really work together. She would definitely steal the limelight. 9 for Trucker Tuckers. 8 out of 14. Annoyed you didn't pick up on the Fight Club clue. Trish, well done for getting the Sound of Music. Oh, you guessed Sound of Music. I've just understood that. Sorry, my bad. Was that before Oliver? I can't remember. Fiona saying Dean is happy because I put the hyphen in Spider-Man. I am surrounded by pedantry. 10 out of 14 for Bethan. Okay, let's hear some total scores. Oh, so we've got an issue in that I wasn't able to Photoshop the pictures round. I mean, I could try and do it now. How much would you really like a pictures round? Do people want the pictures round? If you do, I'm gonna have to act fast and try. I'm going to be photoshopping on the fly. If that's what you want for a pictures round, I will give it a go. I think Russell is maybe saying meh, as in not that bothered on the pictures round. Bethan says do it. I'm trying to make this a democracy. I'm hoping enough people vote. Martin's hit us up with some exclamation mark. Una's saying don't stress yourself. I'll tell you what, we'll see how quick it takes to do one real quick one, and if it works, then I might carry on with them. All right, let's give it a try. Let's see what I have in these pictures. Okay. This is ridiculous. Okay. Oh, that's a bad start. That will not open. I'll give it a try. We'll give it, yeah, we'll have a go anyway. Let's see if this works. Well, it's just decided to crash instead. No, it is working. Okay. Oh, Michelle's asking, is anyone playing from Kafili? Is anyone currently in lockdown? I think there's some other cities in the UK as well that are in lockdown. This is the quickest photoshopping of all time. I'm literally just rubbing out the person's face. No style. See if it works. Okay, I'm going to try one. This one's for all the cookies, okay? This is the one that wins you the prize for the pictures round. We'll do one picture. Oh, dear. Absolute nonsense. Okay, so here comes the picture for the pictures round. I just, oh dear, which way am I facing? Right. So you need to tell me, who is this? I think I'm trying to think what expression she has on the red carpet. I think it's like, that's definitely the vibe, I think. So you tell me who that is. Put it in on your piece of paper. And I'm just going to tell you the answer, all right? That's how it works. So one picture, that's all you get. I do apologize, it's not more. We'll have more next week. It's a reason to tune in if you want, if you like the pictures round. So for that one alone, you would get 10 points. Do you want to see it real quick again? 10 points for this, okay? Trying to get rid of my hair in this picture so it fits better. There we go. 10 points for this one. It is Glenn Close. It's Glenn Close, ladies and gentlemen. Glenn Close in that picture. Nicholas saying, haven't left lockdown. It never got lifted here. I'm sorry, folks. I wish that... yeah. And some people are in... yeah, where are you, Nicola? Trish not in Kafili, but 14-day quarantine. Ray's been self-isolating for more than 6 months. Oh yeah, Rhonda in Wales as well is borderline where they're going into lockdown again. I hope that's not the case, folks. I hope things pick up and we can all go out and
hopefully one day do this like a live show.
yeah, I want to do this.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
I want to do this live. I want to do it like a proper pub quiz. I want people losing their temper, flipping tables. I want that. What do you mean 9-inch nails? Yeah. Folks, this has been, I've had an absolute blast. If you've enjoyed, please let people know as well. I really appreciate like people tipping me. That's what's keeping Michelle and I alive. That's super helpful for us because we're not earning any other money. Comedy is like almost at the, I don't know, it's an impasse. They keep saying they're going to lift restrictions on stuff. Wales is still not really allowing events in that way. Michelle's saying wedding season's over, so that's her photography out the window. I really appreciate it. So yeah, we are taking tips to keep us going. If you've enjoyed this, I just got pen on myself, then please drop us a tip over at, and write it on a piece of paper because I don't have all of the slides on this computer. I could have written this much neater. I'm not even going to show you that. That looks so bad. It's because the ink went through from the drawings I did with my mouth. So you can't quite read it. I need a blank sheet of paper without bits of ink all over it. This one will do. But yeah, if you want to tip me, that would be a mega useful thing to do because, like I said, no work going on right now. Trying to make comedy happen. I'm doing a gig online, September the 23rd. You can buy tickets to that at comedysheep.com. See that backdrop? ComedySheep.com. You can buy your tickets. It's £5 for a YouTube ticket, £7 for a Zoom ticket. Get involved. I'm going to put another lineup of wonderful comedians on myself. I've written a bunch of new material this week. So even though I've been hating life and feeling tooth pain, which I'm slowly getting over, I've been writing new material as well. So I'm very excited to share that with you. If you want to be the first people in the world to hear that new material, you can go to ComedySheep.com, buy a ticket, okay?
Also like the online comedy, like my mum was saying how much she enjoyed it and stuff, isn't it? Like seeing all these different acts.
Yeah, we get a nice mixture of acts. So like the beautiful thing about it is as well, with comedy, like it's a very personal thing. It's taste. It's like people's favorite guitarist or the greatest guitarist of all time, you know? So everyone's got a different favorite or a different type of humor they like. That's why I book a nice eclectic mix of acts. So there's always going to be something for someone, all right? So you're going to see a lineup of 4 comedians. You're going to have a favorite, all right? You're going to watch it, you can enjoy it. And if you don't like a comedian, they're only on screen for a little bit, okay? If you want to, you can mute the TV. You can't do that at a comedy club, all right? Watch it on YouTube or Zoom. If you're not enjoying, mute. Wait for the next person to come up. Don't heckle. That's a horrible thing to do. But if you have enjoyed this, please tip. You can tip us a coffee to help us pay our bills and to stay alive. It's coffee.com/Comedy Lopez. That's KO Kilo Oscar F. What is F? Foxtrot Indigo.com /Comedy Lopez. All right. Hit me up. Drop me some coffee so I can survive lockdown that we're still kind of in. It's not official lockdown. It's still a pandemic. I can't go out. They're making masks compulsory now in Wales, which is fine because I wear a mask when I go out everywhere anyway. But yeah, we're trying our best to succeed and make things work and entertain people. And I'm trying to find different ways of doing that. So that includes buying little bits and pieces of technology like the webcam this is streaming through that seems to be working. I've plugged all my mic into work and stuff this way. But yes, once again, thank you so much for tuning in and making me laugh and enjoy. I'm going to go through all of those names of the PPE earlier, and I'm going to come up with a band poster all of those names because they were excellent. Thank you for tuning in. Please have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Catch you all next week. I'm going to be about on Facebook and Twitter and stuff anyway, so stay in touch, folks. Thank you for spending pandemic with me. This has been wonderful. Michelle and I are very grateful to everyone who's tipped us and kept us alive, kept us in yucky rhubarb beer. I'm going to buy a nicer one for next week. I'm going to move on to Peroni now while Michelle and I have dinner. Take care, folks. Thank you so much. Good night.